What is going on, guys? This is Trendkill, and today I wanted to bring you guys a Skyrim update. That is right, just when you thought Trendkill was done with Skyrim, a wild DLC approaches. Now, as we all know, the rumor mills for Dawnguard and Hearthfire started when Bethesda filed for the trademarks for those two words. Now, Bethesda has also filed for a trademark for the word Dragonborn back in May, which we didn't think was any significance because, hey, it's always been about the Dragonborn. However, recently in the patch 1.8 files, somebody's been doing some file diving and has found out that the new DLC may possibly be called Dragonborn. Now, the significance of the files that were found actually unravel some really cool things, and I don't want to say this is confirmed information, but every time somebody's done some file diving and found information about possible upcoming DLCs, they've been correct. So a couple new things coming up in this possible Dragonborn DLC, which in the file system has been called DLC 2, are 4 new craftable types of armor: Bone Mold, Chitin, Nordic, and Stalrim. Now, there hasn't been any confirmation, and I haven't seen any information that would lead us to believe that there are going to be weapon types that match those armor types, but most of the armor types in the game have a matching weapon set, so we might be seeing some new weapons as well. Now, also found in the files were things that lead us to believe that we may be riding dragons in this DLC. It looks like they're already possibly working on animations for when you're holding your weapons as you're riding the dragon. There are things that say something like dragon-mounted left-hand staff or right-hand shield or torch, things like that. And if we are actually riding dragons, is it just going to be a glorified ground mount? Are we gonna hover a little bit, or are we gonna be flying throughout the land? Or is it just gonna be a fast travel system, kind of like when we rode Odahviing over to Skuldafn? So only time will tell. Now, another really cool part of this DLC is that it takes place, or at least part of it takes place, in Solstheim, which all of you Elder Scrolls veterans should remember that is where the Blood Moon DLC for Morrowind took place. So it's nice to see that they're giving us a little bit of a throwback there. Now, a couple interesting points about Solstheim, one of which being the fact that a lot of Dunmer fled from Morrowind to Solstheim to get away from an Argonian invasion. So we might be seeing some more Dunmer stuff coming up. Now, another interesting fact about Solstheim is that's where a lot of the stuff with the Umbra Sword went down, and the Umbra Sword has made an appearance in both Morrowind and Oblivion, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some sort of Umbra Sword comeback. Now, for you lore buffs that follow the lore, you'll know that presumably the sword is destroyed now, but I wouldn't be surprised, or at least I wouldn't say it's highly unlikely that they do their best to try to make some sort of comeback for the Umbra Sword. So really, guys, that's about it. That's all the information that I've got right now, and it seems that that big Game Jam video that they put out with all of their ideas that the creators had come up with just by messing around with that project they did for the Game Jam, it seems like a lot of that stuff is coming to fruition, and if you remember, in that Game Jam video, they did show somebody riding a dragon, so we may be seeing some actual, real dragon riding in this upcoming DLC, which would be absolutely cool. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, leave them in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer them. Again, we haven't seen everything, so I don't know if I'll have all the answers, and I don't have a date on when this is supposed to come out, but you know I will do my best to keep you guys updated as soon as I get information. So again, if you guys have any questions, comments, or anything like that, leave them in the comment section below. And until next time, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me, and we'll see you in Skyrim. See you guys.